There we go. We started the thing. How's everybody doing? Who's here? Stanifer, Megan, Eric. Stanifer, Megan, and Eric, apparently. Miguel. Bennett. All right, we got a few. There's only one thumb. How is everybody today? My feet are cold. I don't know. My feet have been cold all day. That's like my only real complaint. For some reason, all day, my feet were cold. I don't know. New things along the bottom. I don't know what that's about. Oh, I can flip you guys around. Oh, don't look at bench. Don't look at bench. Don't look over there. I can flip you guys around now, though. That's cool. It is snowing again, yes. But just barely. It's that just past rain where it barely turns into flake on its way down. I'm not concerned. Robert Beebe's here. Beckham's back. Brickhouse is back. All right, people rolling in. I don't know why my feet are so cold. It's not because maybe it's because it's cold. I mean, it has been cold the last couple of days, but not. Other Mike, Megan, Eric. Yeah, Scott check. Mike check. We could do a Scott check too. Lenson's here. Stanifer, Bennett, me. I guess it's just 3. I've had lows of minus 21. Yeah, that way. Yeah, but I mean, that's normal. we plunged all the way down to about minus 3 the other night. I love telling the rest of Canada that we got a cold snap and it got down to minus 3. Did a little walnut bowl tonight. I'm not feeling it, but I'm also not super jazzed to be turning. I don't know. I'm kind of in that lukewarm kind of area. I'm having an okay day. I worked all day, but I work all day every Saturday now. All day, like 10 to 4. I'm gonna have a bevy. Who's having bevies with me? Today was the last day for the members show, where my guitar has been hanging in the gallery for the last month and a half. It was getting played by actual guitarists, and it made me happy to hear it being played by actual guitarists who know what they're doing. It was great. Gibby Nick came down today. Yeah, the guy who made the guy whose music was on the build series of the guitar came down to the gallery today and played the guitar. So that was cool. He made it sound awesome. Yeah, the guitar can sound good. I can't make it sound good. I don't play electric guitar really. I barely make an acoustic guitar sound okay. Electric guitar strings are too close together, and I hit them too hard because I'm used to strumming an acoustic guitar, so it always sounds a little bit out of tune, even if it's in tune. It was in the gallery. What do you mean? Tell us again where it's been hung up. It was in the member show at the gallery. And I brought an amp down and a cord, and people could take it off the wall and plug it in if they wanted to. And some did. And it made me happy. But it's cool that now I know that it, like, what I did made a good sounding guitar. Even if I can't make it sound good, other people can, and that is a success. Where's the gallery? You barely know what that. I've explained to you before where the art gallery is. It's across from Tide Mark in the building with the info center. In fact, the info center is in our building. It's not the other way around. It's not the info center's building. What members show? This is completely irrelevant to anybody who doesn't live in Campbell. It's anybody who is a member of both the art gallery and the arts council. Once a year, they combine and put on what's called the members show, and they can submit art to that exhibition. Unfortunately, it was not hanging in the Louvre. They wanted it, but they wanted me to pay for shipping, and I didn't really feel like it. So I put it in the Camp River Art Gallery members show instead. And they're rich. I don't know why they wouldn't pay for the shipping, but they were like, if you ship it to us, we'd love to have it in the Louvre. And I said, no. I got some more blanks. Yeah. So got the ones that you chose from this week, the walnut, cherry, and the acacia. But then I also got, this guy's going to be rad. Big fatty walnut thing that's like 5 by 4. I'm thinking this is going to be a box. I'm thinking like do a lid situation with that guy. I got something called hybrid poplar. No idea. Never heard of it. So why not? Don't know. Being a relative newcomer, I had no idea what was being talked about. Sometimes I don't either, and I've been here the whole time. Get this other cherry one that's a little bit fat. $7. Which one? $7. Oh, the hybrid poplar. Well, it's only, I mean, it's 3 by 6, so it's like 1.5 board feet. What do you pay for a board foot and a half of poplar? Magnolia. I've turned magnolia once, and it was super dull and plain. So I think I'm going to do another dye job on the outside of this guy. That's about $15 there. Okay. Sorry to hear. And I got a couple other sort of 2 by 7-ish cherry ones as well. But yeah, so more blanks to choose from going forward for the next little while. I might do like an actual video of the magnolia one. People seem to like the dyed bowl videos, so I might just do that one not live. But we've got some options. Bruce Bauer, go with the walnut. We are going with the walnut tonight. We're not doing the big fatty fat. Where did I even put it? Oh, it slid in behind. Magnolia can be magnificent, really? I've only ever, like I said, I've only done it the once, and it turned out like really sort of meh. But I don't know. It was sort of bright, creamy white, though. So I think it'll take a dye nicely. Oh, hey, Bruce Bauer. That's the fella that in the art gallery that came in. That is from Plano, Texas. Well, came here from Plano, Texas, and makes Telecasters. I think, isn't it? That we talked about you on the show, and how, like, my buddy Paul, who watches this show, he is currently in Plano, Texas, and makes Telecasters. It's no cedar. They don't really, the blank store doesn't really have too many soft woods that aren't like, it's it's got some luthier-y woods as well. So they have some spruce, like 1/4-inch spruce, like for the tops of acoustic guitars and stuff, but not really bowl blank softwood. I still have those Spanish cedar chunks that Waldrop sent me though. They're 2 inches-ish deep. And I can just get like I could just walk out down to the corner there and just grab some cedar out of the woods. I won't. Yeah. Managed to get my hands on a good sized yellow cedar before the holidays. It was fantastic to turn, and the smell was, yellow cedar smells awesome. I've got some 5 by 5 by 2 foot like fence post ends that I bought years ago of yellow cedar that I could make bowl blanks out of. That's what I did. That's what that dead bowl right there came from, that stuff. Yet you don't. Yeah. It's true. You're not wrong. I'll buck up another one of those yellow cedar fence post ends. Make a bowl blank. Do a 5 by 5 cedar bowl so that Megan can shut up. All right, let's spin the walnut. Oh, I don't want it yet. Talk myself out of that real quick. Bruce, you find a place to make stuff yet? Tyler Peterson's in the chat room. He is the one that suggested checking with the base down in Comox, because apparently they have a public access wood shop. Cedar vase might be interesting. Sort of a 5 by 5 by foot. I could screw that up real good. Oh, another thing I got jumbo jaws. We're not using them tonight, but I finally broke down and bought the jumbo jaws. So I'm almost thinking I want another Talon chuck to just leave those on so I don't have to swap them off. Lee Valley, no, it was my wood store down in Courtney. It's about the same price. I paid $1.10. Happy birthday to Megan. Is it Megan's birthday? Did I miss something? It was your birthday last week. Well, happy birthday last week. You need a set. I don't know how useful they're going to be, but I'll put them to the test, and if I don't use them very often, I don't use them very often, but I think I'm going to like having them around. Make the bottoms of bowls just a little bit prettier. Don't have to have that mortise in them all the time. But it is, like I said, I don't know how much I'm going to use it because of having to swap them on and off. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do 3 or 4 bowls to that point, and then swap the jumbo jaws on, and then do the bottoms of the 4 or 5 bowls all at the same time. I don't know. Had that same conversation with Misfit with the jumbo jaws conversation. Yeah, I probably won't, if I'm just doing a one-off bowl, I probably won't like swap them off and clean up the bottom of the bowl with them. But if I'm like getting ready for market, do half dozen bowls and then toss the jumbo jaws on and then just clean up the bottom of them all. Maybe. What are we talking about? The base wood shop. Okay. Will they fit the other truck too? No. Unfortunately, they will not fit the crappy garbage Penn State Industries truck, which is now basically just useless because the only reason I kept it was to use for pen drilling, and then broke the pen jaws. So no, like I have no need for that truck anymore, really. Unless, no, I don't want, I was going to say, unless I buy another set of pen jaws. But I don't like that idea because the Penn State industry sucks, clearly. Do you mind if I ask a question here? Well, that's that's what this show is supposed to be. It's a place for people to ask questions. No political or religious questions. That's it. Did call, but no one responded, was able to make other arrangements. Okay, cool. So you do have a place of some kind to be making stuff. Stanifer's got a point. That was a question, Eric. What is, Scott? It is? Yes, it is. That's another question. It is? Oh, little walnut dish thing. 7, what did I say? 7 by 2? What's everyone's favorite thing to turn? That's a cool question. I go back and forth. I think pens, I mean, favorite is hard because pens are super fast and rewarding and lucrative. Bowls, probably more fun. Favorite is hard because my favorite thing I've ever turned was my segmented bowl. But I would not say that my favorite thing to turn is segmented bowls. Lenzen just doesn't turn, so he doesn't have a frame of reference here. Electric guitars. My favorite thing to turn is electric guitars. Or Bruce's favorite thing to turn is electric guitars. It did take me a year to turn one. It took me more than a year to turn one. I'd been back turning for a year and a half before I turned a segmented bowl. You can do thin stuff with sacrificial block and use the jumbo jaws to turn the sacrificial block off. Yes, I can. What happened with the pen jaws debacle? Nothing. Nothing happened with it. I told them, hey, these things exploded. What up? And they said nothing. They didn't say nothing. They did not respond. So the only thing I get from Penn State Industries is slimline pen kits from now on because they're the cheapest place to get them, even with the exchange and shipping. But all my not slimline pens are coming from other places now. They're probably assuming operator error. They can assume whatever they want. They should respond to the question. Unfortunately, I was not filming at the time because I was in production mode. Oh no, I was doing noses for gnomes for the Christmas market. And I wasn't filming I had already filmed gnomes. So have you checked Berea hardwoods? No. Did you tell me that once already? And then send me a link in Facebook or something. or Instagram. Spin the walnut. Oh. A reason to film 24/7. Yeah, just in case I break a garbage set of jaws. So I realized my video was 2 minutes behind. Okay, here we go. Little walnut thingy. Well, it's not super little, 7 inches. Best prices on pen kits that you've had. Berea Hardwoods in Ohio. Okay, cool. I like the William Woodwright, mainly because it's in Canada and then shipping is cheap and their prices are reasonable and it's pretty quick because it's only coming from Toronto or wherever. Still don't know what I'm doing. Is it a Hulk belt? This is my Avengers belt. There's a Hulk on it, yeah. Lathe sounds good tonight? Yeah. That's good. That's a good thing. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, we all know that I don't know what I'm doing, but I mean, I should decide. Did they just do one cove? Like sort of a flattish cove? Make sort of a tray? I don't know. We know, yeah. I made the joke before you did. Loser. That was a pretty good cut. I might just go with that. No, I won't. Because there's a crack here. That's cool. Might just be able to get, no, it comes up about a 1/4 inch. I was gonna say I could just take it down, but I don't really want to lose a whole 1/4 inch off the bottom. Okay, well, let's just go a little bit a little bit more. Just go a little bit more of that. Where is it? Still there. Good. Yay. Still there. Okay. We'll just see how it goes. I'm gonna do one more sweep just to clean up that little line. And then we'll work on the bottom and see if we can come at it from that way and get rid of it. I don't know what's gonna happen. Cleaned up that line and made another one, but whatever. Okay. You never know what you're gonna get. That's exactly right. Well, I did know that I had a little bit of a situation here with this that I was gonna have to get rid of. So we'll just go and see if we can't get rid of that crack there. Okay, it's actually pretty deep, that crack. I might have to just do that thing that I said before that I didn't want to do, which is like just take the whole bottom down 1/4 of an inch. That's cool. Goes to there. I could just make the swoopy swoop deeper, or I could take the whole thing down. I think, yeah, I'm already on this, so. Oh, where are we? Oh, barely a remnant left there. Go to carbide for a second. Think I might have had it, might have got it. I don't think we lost too much. Certainly not the 1/4 inch that I was concerned about losing. Yeah, maybe an eighth. Okay, so that is what it is. Let's just sand, and then yes, we will mortise if we remember. Sometimes we don't. Once we didn't. Isn't black walnut supposed to be like darker? It will get darker. Don't worry. It is light for black walnut, but it'll darken when I finish it. Don't worry. Make sure it's not tight, just loose tight. I don't know what we're referring to anymore, but doesn't matter. It was funny. Okay, loud noises. Has he blown anything up yet? No, and I'm not gonna. Also, Paul, Bruce is here. Bruce, meet Paul. Paul, meet Bruce. Oh, there's the crack is still there. I thought it was gone. I gotta go a little deeper. Damn it. Maybe another, like, I don't know, 16th. That sucks. Who's Bruce? Bruce is the guy who moved here from Plano, Texas, who also makes Telecasters that I met at the art gallery. Did I get it? I hope I got it. I think I got it. Oh, that's remote. Okay, go through sanding again. Actually, I could probably start a little bit higher this time. I'm a little bit crowned, actually. God, nothing's ever simple. You know what? Forget it. Just do that now, too. Whatever. It's like, he's given up already, people. He's already having a time of it. Loud noises. Not happy. Oh, it's doing the switch thing again. I know you sent me a switch, but it hasn't done it like since I got that switch. All right, well, now we're sanded, and as long, if we can get it going forward again, that'd be good. Unplug it? All right. Which one is it? It is that one. Unplug it and plug it back in again. Nope. Still going backwards. Oh, hey, oh, hey! Let's take a break. Because I'm not loving how this is going so far. Actually, let's just slap some finish on it to show whoever it was that wanted it to be darker, that it actually is darker. Just watch what you eat and drink out of it. Well, I don't know what's happening. All right. Custom grit. Custom grit step 1. Still don't have my lid back. It's still behind the thing from last week. I'll get it eventually. I just have to pull the whole damn thing out, and I didn't feel like it. If you are somehow still unfamiliar with the custom grit finishing system, I don't know, does anybody new ever come? Well, Bruce is new. This is my finishing system that I use on the lathe. It is an Australian-made compound that finish sands and finishes at the same time. Buff in, buff out. Oil wax blend with some abrasive in it. It's called Custom Grit. Made by my boy Scott, who shows up here sometimes as Chili Man. Where can you get some of this wonderful finish? Sean asks. Just happens to be available in my Etsy store. Actually, it might not be. I think I need to like change my numbers so that it shows again, because I think the step 1 and step 2 shows as being sold out right now, and it is not. It's almost, but it's not completely sold out. But when I put it up there in the first place, I didn't know how many people were going to buy the 2-part, or like the step 1, step 2, and how many were going to buy the all 4. So I didn't put up all of the ones that I had until I could figure out what that ratio was going to be. It shows 3 of each left. Okay. I thought the one that went out earlier that was ordered this week may have been the last one that was actually up there. So there is our step 1. See, that's darker. But yeah, it is a little bit lighter than some black walnuts that I have seen. But then we do the same thing with step 2. Rub some on, buff it in, buff it out. Then we sit down and we have a beverage to calm ourselves and get over the fact that this is just how this show goes. Just to remind myself that nothing is ever just simple, straightforward, even when it's supposed to be. Wax on, wax off. Exactly correct. Not bleeding, so that's a plus. Good point. I am not currently bleeding. There we go. Outside done. There's still time for excitement. Shut up, McGill. Thought you were on my team here. Is your belt buckle a car seat belt latch? Yes, it is. I get a new beer before I sit down. The camera angle must be slightly different this week because, like, I'm almost always wearing a cart belt buckle belt, and it's usually like the Avengers or Guardians of the Galaxy or something like geeky. But for some reason, people are seeing it today. Oh, what did I miss? Kiln dried walnut is lighter in color. Sometimes. I don't know that that's true 100% of the time. I've got some kiln dried walnut that's pretty dark. Just wood is wood. You're never going to get two trees that are exactly the same. It's lightish for walnut, but it's still, it might not be showing up as dark to you guys as it is to me. From over here, it looks pretty dark. Usually tell which one it is. Today you could only see Hulk and thought it was new. Oh, okay. This is the Avengers one. I have a Guardians of the Galaxy. I have a Nightmare Before Christmas. I have a Batman. I don't know. I've got four or five of them. Do I have a Star Wars one? I don't think so. I don't know. Oh. So, was watching actual guitar players play my guitar over the last little while it was hanging in the gallery. And yeah, I want to make another guitar. I think we talked about it a little bit last week, that I was thinking about making another guitar. Pretty sure. After I watched Nigel pick it up today and make it sound like a dream, I am going to... It made me want to make another guitar a little bit more than I previously did. So, that's coming up. Did I get to listen to ABBA recorded in the original Klingon? I won't listen to ABBA recorded in any language. ABBA can die in a fire. That was harsh. They don't wish death upon people. It's mean. ABBA's better than Rush. Oh, Marv comes in with the my boy Marv has a problem with Rush. I don't think he has a problem with Rush. I think he has a problem with Geddy Lee's voice. If it was somebody else singing, I think no, maybe it's the songwriting. Like what Marv, have you ever actually gone into why, like, have you examined why it is that you hate Rush so much? I'm just genuinely interested. Everybody can like what they like. If I change my mind, see what Megan did there? Oh. Oh, Marv's not a drinker. He just doesn't like Rush. I find nobody's just okay with, well, that's not true because I'm just okay with Rush. But people either love or hate Geddy Lee as a vocalist, you can't deny that Neil Peart on drums, I don't know if it's like the literary nature of their songwriting, or if it's Geddy Lee that he hates, or both. I'm good with that. I'm trying to think whether I would rather listen to ABBA or the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Ugh. I can't pick. I can't. Makes me the thought of having to make that decision, like it literally, like, it makes me want to, like, there's something coming up in my throat. Bruce will stick with Zeppelin. Yeah, but that's the easy way. That's the easy answer. You know, you just choose neither, and that's the easy answer. But like, if I had to say which one of those I would rather listen to, I might physically puke on my workbench. ABBA or Pavarotti? Pavarotti every day. Like ABBA, almost anybody. I can't think of a band that's close other than Red Hot Chili Peppers. I can't think of any other band that's close to as painful for me to listen to. Stanifer, I know you didn't intentionally time that out for while I was taking a drink, but damn, that was close to coming out all over the camera. Kind of don't even want to do the inside of this now. I just want to make fun of bands with you guys. Right, said Fred. I don't have a problem with rights with Tears for Fears came out with a new album this week. What? Like, Tears for Fears? Really? I haven't heard it, but it totally caught me off guard that's a thing that happened. Let's get the inside of this thing turned out. That's enough. That's enough ragging on bands. For now. This is a fun show. All right, here we go. Come here and watch. Yeah. This is just a bunch of nonsense. That's a pretty crappy view. Huh. Am I getting past you? Barely. Okay. Oh. Hey, forward. Let's stop mucking around and just get it done. 1588. For those of you wondering, because I know you were wondering. Should we do the measuring thing? See if we can avoid going through the bottom of this. Inch and 5/8 maybe. We did lose some depth when we were getting rid of that crack, so let's just go a little over 1.5 inches. Yeah, let's stop before there. Yeah, definitely stopping before there. Is this a giveaway bowl? No! You can't win anything anyway. We all agreed. Didn't actually check how deep I was when I did that. It's not cherry, I don't want it. Well, you can't have it anyway. We're at 1 inch. Those were a couple of heavy cuts. getting a little aggro. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was cutting pretty hard. That's fun. We're 1 inch and 1/4. Couple more cuts across the bottom and we'll be finishing her up. Because I'm taking like 1/8 inch cuts right now for some reason. Yep, sure am. All right, later, Bruce. We're back every week, my friend. That, I think, is about as far as I want to go with it. Because I said I wanted to definitely stop before there. And I was right. Purely out of curiosity, anybody got number for 911 memorized? Don't like that transition, so I'm just going to make that curve a little better. Actually, let's do it with carbide. Why are you so scared for me? I haven't hurt myself too many times on this show, have I? I mean, I know it always looks like I'm about to. But I've never done any serious damage to myself on this show. Better, not quite. Almost there. There's a little bit of squeal in there that I'm not thrilled about. Loud noises. Oh, that's gross. That is horrific. Can you hear how bad that is? There is some seriousness. Ugh. I don't know if I have enough width to get through that with a cut. That's unfortunate. On both sides of the end grain. Let's sit again and decide what I'm going to do about that. That is deep. Wow. Not sure why that happened all of a sudden. That's a new one. Well, I mean, it's not new that I got like tear out in the end grain of a bowl. That's not new. But like that badly on that light of a cut at the end is new. Too aggro with the gouge earlier. I don't think it was earlier that it happened. I think it was the carbide at the end. I mean, I was aggro with the gouge earlier. Maybe it was there and I didn't notice it. Will it sand through? It'll take forever. I mean, maybe. I think I would have better luck with the gouge. Maybe we blow it up. Maybe we just... Maybe it's an especially thin-walled walnut tray dish thing, or we go through the side of it. Yeah, come on. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Let's see. Whatever's going to happen is what's going to happen. Well, go spin it right up. 1782. It's close. It's better than it was, I think. Shield down. everybody just like holding their breath? Because I kind of am. This is not. No, this is not a thing that's happening. I'm not good enough at this. That is very thin right there. Let's sand it. We'll see if I can get it to something respectable with like 60 grit sandpaper or something. There, we'll start with 80. It's not my best work, let's say that. Loud noises. This is welcome to the show. Yeah. That's garbage. I'm not even gonna finish it. It's just shit. I don't know if it's gonna show up on there, but it's just horrific in there. So this is not a thing that I would ever be comfortable selling or, in fact, having in my house. Even if I was to finish it, I wouldn't even want to put keys in it. Fill it with glue? I could fill it with glue. It would look just horrible though. Like it's a perfectly functioning little dish. But it looks horrible. Fill it with CA and finish it? Yeah, maybe. But not tonight because I'm pissed now. Oh, Eric's got his hand up. Yes, Eric? Maybe I'll put something in it and finish it. Maybe I won't. It's bad. and I'm not going to want to look at it. Certainly not going to sell it. When's the last time we had a failure? I mean, other than the pen exploding? When's the last time we had a bowl fail? The last bowl failure was the platter? The Espave platter? Maybe? I don't know. Somebody help me out. When's the last time we had a bowl go like so badly that we couldn't finish it? It's been a while. I'm due. I also have not been turning that much. Like, I mean, I can make all the excuses that I want. First one is that I'm really, like, I'm not that good at this. I'm getting better. This is a bad example of getting better, but sometimes things go badly. Mortise the wrong size. Yeah, we couldn't finish it that show, but we finished it the next show, didn't we? Because I went and got the different jaws. So, I mean, we couldn't finish it that show, but we did finish it. This one, I don't think, is a thing that's going to get finished. Unless, Mike, do you want it for RC parts? Anybody see what the blank costs? Probably like $10. Mike, you want that thing for $10 to pay for the blank? I guess that technically that would be me selling it though, wouldn't it? If I had a negative rake scraper. Maybe. I think by the time I noticed it, it might have been too late. Because to get through that tear out, there wouldn't have been enough. I'll use it if it's magnetic. That's Walnut is not magnetic. Okay, Mike can't have it anymore. I'm gonna put it up with the rest of the dead bowls as a reminder. The bowl cemetery up on top here. Do you think it was the carbide that did that? Yes. I think it was the carbide that did that, but I can't be sure because I didn't take the time to check in between the gouge and the carbide to see if it was already there. So I can't say for certain, but I think it was, because it started to sound like tear out when I got halfway up the wall with the carbide. I thought it was heavy-handed. I generally am pretty heavy-handed with the gouge, but it was cutting well, and it was cutting cleanly. But yeah, I absolutely was heavy. But I don't think I was any heavier than any other. I wasn't heavier-handed. The reason I was that heavy-handed is because I've turned a fair bit of walnut, and I kind of know. I know how deep I can cut when it's spinning. I'm out of practice. I'm not good at this, and maybe that particular blank was angry. Pieces of wood every piece of wood is a little different. I'm due. The cedar, the yellow cedar that I blew the mortise out when I put it in the chuck. Or actually, not when I was turning it. The chuck blew out the mortise. The Espave platter. The Moranti, it's up there. Sort of bell-shaped deep one that I blew the mortise out of. Trying to think of all of the bowl fails. Are there any more? That's the wood spirit saying, no more turning, Mike, just build guitars. No, it isn't. Still say you don't give yourself enough credit. I'm kind of a self-deprecating kind of fella. I'm improving. I'm better. I'm a lot better than I was. And I think that's the whole point, is to get better. And once in a while, if your improvement curve goes like this, there's going to be outliers, but it's the overall line that you want to keep going up. Could be worse. I turned an $80 burl blank into a funnel more than once. Yeah, I've got one. It wasn't 80, but that guy right there is a chunk of burl that I went through the bottom of. It was probably 30. That was probably the most expensive. That was probably the most expensive blank that I ruined. But on the show, I think that's it. I think the Espave platter, the cedar, the yellow cedar walnut, this guy, and the Moranti. 4 out of what? 50, 60 bowls we've done on this show, maybe? A lot. It's fine. Maybe I'll just throw a ton of glue in it and I'll finish it and put screws in it or something. I don't know. It's not even good for anything. Like, I can't even take it to work and put paper clips in. I don't use that many paper. I don't need a bowl that size for paper clips. It's dumb. It's dumb, and it's whatever. I got this giant jointer plane thing. Makes me happy. My guitar was played really well today. That made me happy. Like, my guitar was played really well. I'm a little disappointed that he didn't want me to record it. He asked specifically if I would not, please. Because he's very out of practice too, and he's like a professional musician. So like having non-professional recordings, like not his best work out in the world, is not good for him. So I respectfully did not record him playing my guitar. But damn. Anyway, anybody want to talk about anything? Lily's not here, I don't think, for a Lily hypothetical. Her episode of the podcast goes up on Monday. I don't. We're at an hour and a half. I got nothing. I'm all out of ideas. Just need really big paper clips. There we go. Went through the bottom of a canary wood blank once. Ouch. Glued a piece of apatong to it, and it turned out okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't go through the bottom. I went through essentially, I've gone through the side. So I don't really see a solution other than filling it and just leaving it be. Let's turn a pen. No. What does Lily do / make to be on the podcast? She is a high school woodworking student who is thinking about going on to future endeavors in woodworking, going to actual woodworking school after she graduates this year. Could turn the side down and make some kind of platter bowl thing. It's too small. I mean, yeah, could, but it would end up being like a centimeter, half an inch deep. Sometimes you muck up a blank. And it's been a while for me, so I'm okay. That's it. No, I was going to say I could go get a guitar, but I don't want to. Because it won't be as good as what I heard earlier today. Firewood blank for the win. I'm probably going to just fill it with CA, finish it, and it'll sit around and collect things in it. Next week, cherry. Maybe. We'll have to vote. You will have to vote next week. You never vote. You have an option to vote. And you're Patreon, so you get 5 votes for each of your votes. Turn your notifications on. Every week I put a thing up there. Well, every week that there is a poll, I put it up there first. You guys get at least an extra day. And then I put it over on Facebook. Why not just grab the next bowl? We clearly have nothing better to do. Well, maybe I do. I don't really. But I'm kind of dejected. And I think it's fine. I'm okay with how this night went. I'm good. Yeah, I'm disappointed that it was the walnut that I wrecked. But that's what happens when you put out a poll and something wins. Let's have one more beer. And then I will bid you adieu. It was just a weird, just out of nowhere. I think you've got to be in the right mood to turn stuff, or you get sloppy and risk hurting yourself. This is true. There have been times where, well, you've been here when I just was gonna turn something and decided that I've had a crap day and I'm not gonna. But that wasn't the case tonight, I don't think. I had a pretty good day. And I was not stoked, but not I don't want to turn. I'm gonna anyway. Probably because Lily's not here. It just took the whole... Nah, I got nothing. No excuse. Cheers. Who's having bevies? Waldrop wasn't here last time I asked. What are you having tonight, Paul? Something bastard. Oh, I don't think he was here when I said that I got these two. Got the jumbo jaws. Spent 5 hours in front of my lathe today. Now my knee is hurting. Well, yeah. We got old, my friend. I think you got a couple years on me too, so I understand. Ken get a lathe yet? I haven't seen Ken. Megan, did Ken get a lathe yet? What are you doing with the broken chuck? Undecided. I kind of want to try again with PSI and see. Maybe they just like somebody accidentally deleted it. I don't know. But I kind of don't. I shouldn't waste it. And if I could just get a new free set of pen jaws sent to me, I would just leave it as the dedicated pen blank drilling chuck. No lathe. Okay. I know he was shopping, is all. A rumph. I have a PSI chuck. I only use it for drilling pen blanks. Yeah, that's what I was doing with it. Once I got the Talon, I just put the pen jaws in it and I just left it set up to drill pen blanks. Then I snapped the pen jaw. Then they didn't respond to my request for what the hell. Used wood lathe in northern Alberta apparently isn't a thing. Yeah, I can see that. We don't get too many used lathes coming up on anything around here either. I mean, once in a while. But they're never the lathe you want anyway. Like the ones that we see come up are like, oh yeah, well, he's getting rid of that because he got something good, probably. Still looking. Yeah, take the time. Something will pop up. So, actually, maybe 6 months ago, guy put up a Jet 1221 in Nanaimo that was brand new, still in box. He bought it during pandemic thinking he'd get into wood turning and then like went back to work instead. So he never got into it and it sat around for long enough he couldn't return it, I guess. I don't know. He wanted probably too much for it when you could get a new one and have it under warranty, but it was still cheaper than new. Talking to my mom, she says hi. Hi, Marvin's mom. The ones that come up are the ones you find warnings to never buy. Yeah, no, once in a while you'll see like some old iron come up on something, and if you're mechanically inclined, something old and like built well in like the 60s might be just fine, and you can probably get it for a good price. You don't want to buy, like when somebody like me puts their old Mastercraft up on Craigslist or whatever, don't buy that. Tell Ken to buy it one way. Well, he was looking at a Vic Mark, but it was just too little. It's like the Vic Mark 100 or whatever. So yeah, just too small. I want to say you want to find even like an old General or something. What did Mark get? Is Mark here? Mark Bergen? I don't remember what his was, but it was like I almost bought it even though I didn't need it. It was like an old heavy iron lathe that he's still never used. He like refurbed it and painted it and made it all pretty, and I don't think it's ever spun up. But it was a good price. It happens. You just have to be patient. Or you sell Waldrop like a couple hundred bars of soap and you just buy a new one. We all know I'd hassle him to be turning crap that's way too big if he gets something small. You'd be bugging me to turn stuff bigger than what he can do, I think is what you're getting. I think generals are what my high school wood shop had. That's probably true. That's probably what your old shop, your school shop had. But yeah, just go buy a brand new one way. Old generals were beasts. Yeah, anything made by a reputable company in like the 60s, 70s, it's probably, if you find one for cheap, you probably should get it but you need to be a mechanic-y kind of person, and I'm not. Clearly, with the terminology with the uppy downiness. But I feel like Ken might be able to like tweak and maintain and stuff. I don't know why I think that, but I do. I am gonna call it. This is disappointing, but not. Oh, he's a mechanic by trade. Okay, there you go. You know what? Maybe you should have done. Maybe I shouldn't have turned you off of that Vic Mark, and he could have just at least started there, because he probably could have then kept looking, like made little stuff, bottle stoppers and pens, and got into it with that while he kept looking for something that was a higher capacity, and then he might have been able to make money. I don't know how much the Vic Mark was, but he might have been able to turn it into actually more money than he paid. I'm getting a phone call, and I'm turning it off. I'm declining to take the phone call. Later next week, rock 'em. Yeah, that sounds good. Fuck, Lenzen. Jesus. Bye, Lenzen, if that's what you said. I am going to bid you adieu. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Yeah, he's used to working on crap. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Why am I getting all kinds of things coming up now? He doesn't regret passing on the smaller one. I don't think he should regret passing on the smaller one. It would have been an option in terms of like place to start while continuing to look. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. That's not true. The wrong way is to get one of the cheap garbage Mastercraft ones. No, that's not true either, because it showed me that I actually wanted to do this and it would be cool. So that's not even the wrong way to do it. That's it. I'm out. Come back next week for another adventure. Seems like everybody wants Cherry next week, so show up and vote when the poll goes up on Facebook and on Patreon. Maybe I won't put a Cherry one in it. Haha. Bye, everybody.